Elevates and throws it down. My goodness.
Carter, give it to Vince. Oh, windmill jam. 47 for Carter.
Vince Carter. The NBA 2019-2020 season is coming back next month, but only the teams with the best records will recommence, officially cutting off 8 clubs, including Vince Carter's team, the Atlanta Hawks. With this, it seems likely that Vince Carter has played his last game and will not be returning to the court again. The 8-time All-Star player has played 22 NBA seasons as a shooting guard, a small forward, and a power forward on the later years. In this video, we will take a look on how good Vince Carter was inside the court by going up close of his career throughout the years. Before becoming a dunk champion, Carter attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, spending 3 seasons playing college basketball for the North Carolina Tar Heels. During his sophomore year and junior years, Carter helped North Carolina to consecutive ACC men's basketball tournament titles and Final Four appearances. He finished the 1997-98 season with a 15.6 points per game average and was named second team All-American, first team All-ACC, and to the Fans Guide third annual coaches ACC All-Defensive Team. Carter was initially drafted by the Golden State Warriors with the 5th overall pick in the 1998 NBA draft. He was then traded to the Toronto Raptors for the 4th overall pick. The Raptors had struggled in their first 3 years as a franchise. Carter was instrumental in leading the Raptors to their first ever playoff appearance in 2000 before going on to lead them to a 47-win season and their first ever playoff series win in 2001, advancing them to the Eastern Conference semifinals. He played in 50 games for the Toronto Raptors during a lockout-shortened campaign during which he won Rookie of the Year. It was Carter's jump shot that scouts were more unsure about. It didn't help that Carter nearly avoided the 3-point shot altogether as a rookie, shooting 28.8% on only 66 attempts his first season, yet he averaged 18.3 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 3.0 assists per game. He built up a montage of ridiculous dunks in his rookie season that left fans around the world calling him Vinsanity, half man, half amazing, and Air Canada. He proved his critics wrong shortly thereafter in shooting over 40% from distance over his next 2 seasons. Carter ascended to full-fledged stardom in his 2nd season. He averaged 25.7 points per game, 4th highest in the league, and lifted Toronto to its first playoff appearance in franchise history. He subsequently earned his first NBA All-Star selection and was named to the All-NBA third team. During the 2000 NBA All-Star Weekend, Carter showcased arguably the most memorable slam dunk contest event in its history. He won the contest by performing an array of dunks including a 360-degree windmill, a between-the-legs bounce dunk, and an elbow-in-the-rim dunk also known as a cookie jar dunk or the honey dip. In 2000 to 2001, his 3rd season, Carter averaged a career-high 27.6 points per game, made the All-NBA 2nd team, and was voted in as a starter for the 2001 NBA All-Star Game. The Raptors finished the regular season with a then-franchise record 47 wins. Carter had an impressive peak, but not a singular one. Instead, it was his longevity and adaptability that set him apart from anyone else who ever played the game. In a career that featured several high-scoring seasons and numerous highlight dunks, it's his longevity and love for the game of which Carter is most proud. Carter has called almost a third of the NBA home at one point or another. After lengthy spells with the Raptors and Nets, Carter played for the Orlando Magic, the Phoenix Suns, the Mavericks, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Sacramento Kings before arriving in Atlanta in 2018. Of those who have played for 8 NBA teams, Carter's 25,728 points are 6,314 more than anyone else. Carter has played at least 50 games per season at each of those 8 stops, another record he holds along with others such as Crawford and Matt Barnes. Naturally, given such longevity, it is to no surprise to see Carter flying high on all-time points lists as well. His ability to adjust his game as a 3-point shooter has increased his longevity in the league. With the retirement of Dirk Nowitzki, Carter is now the only remaining active player that was drafted in the 90s. His 25,728 points are the 19th most of all time, more than notable names such as Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, and Charles Barkley. Moreover, Carter is a top 5 scorer for 2 different franchises, the Nets, where he has the 3rd most points ever, and the Raptors, where he has the 4th most. Others to own that distinction include Chris Bosh with the Raptors and Miami Heat, and LeBron James with the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat. Carter's accuracy from beyond the arc certainly helped his numbers, as he drained 2,290 3-pointers, 6th most of all time, from 6,168 attempts, 5th most of all time. Like most stars of his era, Carter was most productive as a primary option. From 2000 to 2009, he averaged 23.9 points and 4.4 assists per game on above average efficiency, while almost perennially leading his teams to the playoffs. Most players become less efficient as they age out of their primes. It can be difficult, after playing a certain way for so long, for players to accept that their styles might not be viable anymore. But Carter is seen to anticipate and rode with the changes of style as much as he could. In 2003, Vince was named to the U.S. men's senior national team for the FIBA Americas Olympic qualifying tournament in Puerto Rico, where he helped the U.S. to a 10-0 mark. The 43-year-old athlete's journey culminated in Atlanta, where Carter neither played a central role nor had a chance to win a championship. He scored only 6.3 points in just over 16 minutes per game in his 2 seasons as a Hawk, but he relished the opportunity to help mentor young players as they learned the NBA ropes. He was one of Atlanta's most vocal communicators and devoted ball movers, which helped connect an often fragmented team on both ends of the floor. The Hawks were slightly better this season with Carter on the court than with him off. Individually, however, this would be Carter's least productive season, which is to be expected from a 43-year-old hanging on for one last ride. He averaged a career-low 5 points and played fewer than 15 minutes per game for the only time in his career. Most costly was his decline as a 3-point shooter, where he had derived most of his offensive value in his first year as a Hawk, but shot just 30% this season. Carter occasionally flashed some craft and flair from the mid-post, as he used to in Toronto and New Jersey, but on the whole, those plays weren't efficient enough to justify a regular place in Atlanta's offense. Carter is destined for the Hall of Fame, making 8 consecutive All-Star appearances from 1999 to 2007 as a member of the Raptors and the New Jersey Nets. During those seasons, he averaged 24.6 points, 5.4 rebounds, 4.2 assists, and 1.3 steals, shooting 44.6% from the field and 37.9% from distance. He also earned 2 All-NBA honors with the Raptors. Vinsanity is widely considered as the greatest dunker the game has ever seen. He truly showed that he was much more than an athlete, but a tremendous all-around basketball player as well. He can say he met his basketball end gracefully and on his own terms, even if he couldn't see the final moment coming. He will retire ranked 15th in NBA history in minutes and 3rd in games played. He is the only player in league history to play 22 seasons or in 4 different decades. After his last game, he said, "It's a weird way to say I'm calling it a career. I've enjoyed each and every moment of it, good and bad. So if this is it, it's all good." He may not get the rapturous send-off his career deserves, but Carter's impact on the NBA over the past 2 and a bit decades has certainly been felt. Make sure to keep posted with our videos to keep yourselves updated with your favorite stars' whereabouts. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more.